Hello. Welcome to another video. K1 Visa, the interview process. All you need to know. Please be sure to subscribe for more related videos as you go along with your K1 journey. And don't forget to give me a like if you find this video helpful at all. Awesome. You've gone so far, congratulations. Now that you have received your eligibility letter for an interview, it is time to do your homework and do the steps-by-steps process for a successful interview. Remember that you must have your medical exam done prior to your interview date. You will need to bring the result along with other documents to the embassy. Each person getting a visa needs their own MRV or visa fee, and their own medical exam and their own DS-160, and yes, their own appointment too. This applies if you are filing with a K2. Let's take a look first at the list of requirements that need to be prepared. Number 1. Form DS-160 or the Fiancé Visa Application Form. This is a downloadable form that you must complete. 2. The visa fee payment or MRV slip is attached to your DS-160. 3. Print out of your appointment confirmation email. 4. The letter from NVC of your eligibility to schedule your interview. 5. The medical examination result. Just bring the sealed brown envelope and be sure that it is in good condition and no sign of attempt of opening. The CD is not required, so you can leave it at home but bring it on your flight later. 6. Valid passport. Your passports must be valid for 6 months beyond your intended date of entry into the United States. You must also bring your expired passports with valid U.S. visa, if applicable. 7. Photographs. You must bring 2 identical color photographs for each applicant, which must meet the general photograph requirements. 8. An updated letter of intent to marry dated and signed. 9. Form I-129F. Your submitted form will be mailed back to you with the stamp of being improved. Don't be surprised that you only received a few pages. That's fine, and just include it along with your other requirements. Be sure to also bring your copy of your NOAA 1 and NOAA 2. 10. Civil documents. Original documents must be presented at the time of your interview appointment. Copies will not be accepted. These are: birth certificate issued by the Philippine Statistics Authority or PSA. If born abroad, your original birth certificate and its translation. You may also bring your late registration paper if applicable. Certificate of no marriage or CENAMAR or advisory on marriages issued by the Philippine Statistics Authority or PSA within the past 12 months for unmarried applicants, at least 18 years old and above. The document must include all the names you have used if applicable. Police clearance issued by the National Bureau of Investigation. Police clearance from other countries you lived for 12 months. You may also check the website if the country where you lived is exempted. In my case, I lived in UAE for about 6 years and didn't have to provide this, as they do not issue this anymore if you are outside the country already. Petitioner's documents. 1. Proof of citizenship, birth certificate or passport. 2. Completed and signed an affidavit of support form I-134. This form is downloadable on the USCIS website. 3. An updated letter of intent to marry both petitioner and beneficiary. 4. Financial documents such as tax transcripts, Form 1040 and W-2, the latest paychecks or pay stubs for the last 3 months, or the employment certificate. 5. Divorce decree if applicable. 6. Any documents of criminal records if applicable. Other supporting documents are: photos together, printed on white bond paper. Call and chat logs. Proof of having met for the last 2 years like travel itinerary, hotel and airlines bookings, gifts receipts, card greetings, engagement rings, and anything else that you think can best support your genuine relationship. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned that each applicant must have separate requirements prepared. So, if you are filing with a K2, you will need to have the following documents arranged as well. Number 1. A completed Form DS-160 or the visa application form itself. This is a downloadable form that your K2 must complete. 2. The visa fee payment or MRV slip is attached to your K2 completed DS-160 form. Yes, a separate payment indeed. 3. Print out of the appointment confirmation email. 4. The letter from NVC states the eligibility to schedule an interview. 5. The medical examination result, same thing. Just bring the sealed envelope, and be sure that it is in good condition, and no sign of attempt of opening. The CD is not required, so you can leave it at home but bring it on your flight later. But if the K2 is minor, she won't have the CD. This is the X-ray part of the medical, if I am not mistaken, and minor doesn't need to undergo this during your medical exam. 6. Valid passport. The passport must be valid for 6 months beyond the intended date of entry into the United States. The expired passports with valid U.S. visa is also necessary if applicable. 7. Photographs. 2 pieces of 2 by 2 passport size photos. 8. An original birth certificate issued by the Philippine Statistics Authority or PSA. If born abroad, the original birth certificate and its translation. The late registration paper is also needed only if applicable. Police clearance issued by the National Bureau of Investigation. This only applies if your K2 is 16 years old and above. Police clearance from other countries you lived for 12 months. You may also check the website if the country where you lived is exempted. But as the same, it is not necessary if the K2 was minor at that time. For all other documents, especially those of the petitioner, you don't need to duplicate them if you and your K2 are attending the interview together. But remember that the consulate cannot tell that, so you must be proactive that you are with a K2. In most cases, a minor is not asked anyway. If anything else, it will be her name and birthday and some small questions, like the petitioner name or who is the person she is applying with. Remember, you can bring as much proof as you like, but I'd suggest that you make sure it is your confidence that is on top of it. The interview can only take a few minutes, and the consulate will not go through all your documents. In fact, most of them won't even ask for more. They will only need to determine whether you are being honest or not. It is always better to have more than to have less. Be sure to only provide what is being asked, and not give all your documents to the consulate, expecting them to find them on their own. The key is to have them well organized so you can easily provide what is going to be asked. In most cases, the consulate will only ask 2 or 3 as long as you have proven yourself honest enough. So don't bring your fear along, because that is not one of the requirements at all. In my case, it was only a 5-minute interview. The consulate just went through my primary documents and asked personal questions and information about me and my fiancé. My K2, who is 10 years old by that time, was only asked about her name and her birthday. Although I prepared her for other possible questions that she may be asked to. The consulate noticed that I was missing one paper from my fiancé and asked me to provide it by mail. I had to mail that 221G request before I received my visa almost 3 months after my interview date. So be sure that you have all your documents with you before going to your interview. The consulate only checked my primary documents and did not ask for the rest of what I brought with me. That's it for now. On the next video, I am going to show you a step-by-step process about how to schedule your interview on the website, how to complete Form DS-160, how to complete the MRV slip, what are the possible questions, when to know the result, when to receive the visa, what's next, share and tips. Again, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you will get notified once the next video is uploaded. Please give me a like if you find this video helpful at all. Don't forget to subscribe for more related videos about the K1 process and adjustment of status. Feel free to also leave me a comment or questions about the process, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. See you again on the next video. Bye.